The idea of the information center is to produce the right information for the right people at the right time. It's important to monitor what is going on in this region because we are close to the main source of opiates in the world.
Afghanistan has faced nearly 40 years of distress because the illicit economy was not growing, so therefore opium became the currency of exchange.
By looking at high-resolution images, we are able to interpret if there is poppy or not based on the color, the texture, and the pattern. We have a group of Afghans. They are geographical information system experts.
Assalamu alaikum, Ziyajan.
They've been looking at these images for over 14 years. Over this time, they have been able to develop a clear signature of how poppy looks like.
I started my work with UNODC as a field surveyor. I was one of the surveyors to collect the ground reality data. I walked around all the poppy growing provinces, like 17 poppy growing provinces of Afghanistan during 2006 to 2012. The remote sensing technology for the poppy identification, which is used by UNODC, is very rich from experience.
What we see today is that in Afghanistan, there is not only production of opium and processing into heroin, but also there is production of methamphetamines and synthetics, which is new. When we only look at it from a law enforcement perspective and not from a public health perspective, we do not look at educating young people in making informed choices and decisions. What will help us is to educate and look at more preventive measures to build better resilience amongst the users, but also support those who have to depend on it to come out of the cycle of misery.
The UNODC Information Center has the main objective of producing knowledge. Knowledge should be impartial, integrated, and timely. And the idea of producing knowledge on the transnational threats related to drugs and crime is to inform policymaking, to produce evidence that can help authorities to make informed decisions. This information is relevant not only for UNODC programming, but also for the international community.
We have developed our strategy to support Central Asian countries with a focus on enhancing the capacities of the border officers stationed along all borders and bringing all law enforcement agencies working in the area of border under one roof to improve internal cooperation.
We are aiming to monitor and analyze other transnational threats. For example, we see migratory flows coming from Afghanistan, and that's a risk and an opportunity for organized crime because they are able to capture vulnerable people and traffic them. So based on the resources and capacities that we have, we would eventually expand to analyze other transnational threats.